welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is,
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion right is Pittman. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Press all 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
On first down, Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Colts at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now it's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hand. He's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They begin with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. You look at this Colt defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
First and 10, here's Levis. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's number 1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Second and 10, here's Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. That'll be caught by James. And he will have the Titans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000? What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there. I have no reason to believe he won't.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Henry is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Levis. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Now Lutz for the... This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Tanner to begin the drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
19, 18, 70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Richardson to throw off play action. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready, check.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Richardson to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Seems to me that our friend old momentum. I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Able to fight through one tackle. Derrick Henry all alone. He may go. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion right is Pittman.
Go street. Cardinal.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And motioning left, that's Pittman. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
You gotta be kidding me.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Richardson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hey, Chad.
Richardson going on 4th down. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yep. State about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Inside handoff, Henry. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. The short throw pulled in by Woods. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Colts.
Again, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
On the jump.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Richardson looking to throw this. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 55 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Levis now on second down. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Levis. This is Phillips yet again. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Levis sets up to throw here. Has his man, that's James. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Levis back to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return is Doolin. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, Richardson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Richardson off the play fake. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. This is 2nd and 8.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On third down, here's Richardson. Able to, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Richardson looking to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs, 42 yards. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team. Now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Check. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. This pass caught, it's Woods. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Give him 30 yards there.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Levis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Levis to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check match, check match.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Street.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down, because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Off the option, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Colts are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw, it's Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw on target to James.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis to throw once more. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
No! No! Thanks, man.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
On third down, here's Taylor. Gets past one man and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Richardson to the air on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Now Levis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Levis on third down. They set up the screen for Henry. He stiff arms him, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
For a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 48.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Here's Levis. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Titans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Levis looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Levis back to throw.
His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll throw it again with Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Levis throwing for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Trap 60. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st down, Colts.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
For the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One final try here for Will Levis.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.